So I'm inside this beautiful old building, which, as you can see, is pretty old. It's an extremely beautiful space to be in, actually. It's really, really warm today, which is a beautiful sentence, but actually too hot to really be outside. But in here, it's exactly like having an air-conditioned house. It's incredible. So, as you can see, it goes up a long way. There was actually a floor there, an upper floor, which we found some very interesting bits and pieces in. It needed to be some beams, or the wooden floor of the floor above needed to be taken out and replaced, hence this. But now, having spent time in the space, I often come to sketch or draw or read here, and always had big plans for it, which, you know, one thing or another, it actually changes quite a bit, and there's always too many jobs to do. So if you don't stick to one project, it's hard to get it finished. So from all outlooks here, it's just really beautiful and peaceful. Mostly all you hear is birds, but because we haven't had sunshine or warm weather for so long, everybody's out mowing, which is also a beautiful sound, I have to say. So I personally love the history of this, whatever this is, in the old walls. That beam had to come out there, so it needs to be replaced. So fortunately, Tony and Josh know what they're doing. I cannot remember what that was. I would kind of like to take the plaster off to reveal the old brick work and the granite stone, but it's a hell of a job, so we'll see. I don't mind the broken messiness of it, actually. We'll see how we go. Yeah, so very, very interesting little carvings and messages written in the walls and the ceiling. We'll leave them to history for the people that enjoyed this space before us. So yeah, just a little, I don't know whether you can see that, but somebody sat in here and sketched a fair bit into the walls. So the original doors are still on. And because there is a gap above them, weather does get into this building during the year, during the winter awful months. But we're not sure what we're going to do about that gap, because we really want to keep the doors. They're just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I love them. And here is Pierre. When we bought the property, the first day we walked into the garden, this giant pigeon. Well, we thought he was a giant, but now he's had a baby who is actually a giant. I don't think we have a name for him. Oh, yes, we do, Fatty B. Because he's seriously so fat, he can't fly properly, and he falls out of trees. I can't catch him on video yet, because I just can't stop laughing long enough to video him. But it's my mission. But this is some sort of artisan piece that sat on the very peak of this building. It's got a little bit of damage to it, but it's so beautiful. Tony thinks it's zinc, so yeah, it's beautiful. Looks exactly like Pierre, and he still gets around with his many wives and children. So yeah, he does claim this space as his own, all of the property actually, the whole orchard and out the front. It is obviously, it's his home, so we just let him roam free and do whatever he wants. He's got quite a few nests in the wisteria outside, so I'll try and get some footage of him. I've actually trained him to come to a whistle, which is really weird, but he does come and coos at me most of the time. Sometimes if he's mating or has babies, he gets a bit flappy. We call him Flappy Bird during those times, because he gets a bit go away type vibe happening. Look at this old lock. So if you can see behind there is brick, old red brick which I think traditionally is made in the area or from earth gathered from the area. Not too sure. There's heaps of YouTubers out there that are way more knowledgeable than me and actually have some great channels with lots of history, so that's where I learn. But I even love the old cobweb covered key. So yeah, I best get busy. This had a beautiful window here which we took out to its oak, but needed to be repurposed, something. I'm not sure if you can see up there, I won't zoom in, but there is a message written in that little space there, little love message. Yeah, so beautiful.